Trying, people. Believe me, I am trying. Yeah, whatever. You suck. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get out of here. Hello? Anybody there? Is anybody there? Come see me, please. I am trying so hard. I don't know what happened. The internet down, and then when I came back, there it is. And then when I came back, hold on. There it is. All right. If you see this, please let me know. Hey, Giovanna, I thank you for coming back. Donnell, I'm back. Yeah, I'm on my phone, but I'm back. I don't know what the hell happened. The internet went down, and when it came back, it just stayed because we were talking about aliens. That's all it was. We were talking about aliens. You know it. We were talking about aliens, and what happened? I'm sorry, I'm getting you dizzy. What happens when you talk about aliens? They're back. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm gonna see it now over here. Better than nothing. I appreciate that, Joanna. Hey, Mary, thank you for coming back. Oh God, this is ridiculous. Oh my peeps, you guys. Yeah, I don't know what to do without you. I'm telling you, I love you so much. You are so faithful. You are so amazing. I'm sorry. It's just I don't know what. There it goes again. But again, I'm over here now, so it doesn't bother me. It's the go live button. Donnell, you kill me. It's the god, and it's every time I do something with the tablet. I don't know why. I'm here on the phone. You can see me, but when I go over there, it doesn't want it. And I'm not, Tata, don't fight with me because it's on this side. I'm not going to go through this other thing. No, I'm just going to stand here, sit here, try to look pretty. Hey, Grindle, you're here, Grindle. Hi. Eva's back. Terry's back. Beverly's back. My babies are back. There you go, Rute is back. Everybody's back. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Really, it's hold on, because I'm gonna show you something. Give me a second now. Give me a second now. You're not gonna see it the way I wanted to show you, but at least you'll see some of it. Some of it you're gonna see. Not all of it because you can't see it in this, but it's quilted. Now I made a boo-boo, and I'm gonna show you where. Because I'm unstitching it as we speak. But you see this stitch here in the middle? It didn't come out the way I wanted. Because I wanted, remember, there is imperfection in here. So I wanted to hide some of those stitches. So I thought, okay, maybe a nice, pretty stitch. So I went into my decorative stitches. But it came out wrong because, let me see if you can see. Some of them came out really close together. Others were more spaced out. And I know that's me guiding it. So I am unstitching it all to finish it. But it's already trimmed. But the back looks, I love the back. Look how pretty the back looks. The lines came out pretty straight. Because again, I used Shannon's ruler. At what's the name of it? The straight line quilt lock. So the lines came out, even though I still have my issues. But it came out pretty straight. So I'm happy with that. But again, I screwed it up with that decorative stitch. I have to fix it. Then I'm going to go back and check my boo-boos, make sure everything is good. And the thread came out exactly the way I want it. Because see, in the back, you can't see the color of the thread. And in the front, the color meshes. But you see my lines, they always squiggle. I can't help it. That's who I am. But at least, I'll put it this way. I feel better about what I did with this quilt than when I've done others. So thank you, Terry. Hey, Elsa. Yeah, well, I had the quilt on a table, but I also noticed something else. When I quilt, I'm going to have to do it when I'm by myself. Because when I hear people moving in and out, it's bulky, it's uncomfortable, you're trying to maneuver it. And then I hear the kids fighting or wanting something, and then my son-in-law over there with the dogs, and then my daughter. I apparently, like, it gets me a little tense. So what I'm going to do is when I am going to quilt, I'm going to quilt either when I'm by myself or at night when everybody's asleep. Because in this room, I close the door, nobody can hear it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. You're not late, Tata. You missed the whole mess. My daughter's on. She's doing the one with the InQuiltFect. But you missed the whole mess, girl. You missed it. But I'm back. I haven't heard that one since I was a kid, Nancy. That is so cool. See, Eva wrote your name right, Tata. Mirta. That's the way we write it. It was supposed to be with a Y, but they didn't let me. There you go. Everybody saying hi to my little girl. Say hi to Mama's little girl. Because Danielle's my other girl. I got two girls. Instead of one, I got two. I got Danielle and I got Tata. There you go. Thank you, Giovanna. So yeah, but I'm taking those stitches out and I'm going to fix it. But I'm very proud of this quilt. Truthfully. It's a lot better. I still got threads all over the place that I got to fix. Oh, God, this thing is bulky. But it's not too big. I like the size of this quilt. It's not too big that it's hard to maneuver. And it's not too small that it won't cover you. It covers nice. When I was, taking out the stitching last night, I sat down, I put it on my lap, and it was chilly, and it was nice and warm. So, yeah. She's going to love it. Her name is Alexandra. And she's going to love this quilt. I know she is, but I am dying to finish as I want to send it. My daughter tells me all the time, don't rush. There's no rush, but it's my Mount Everest. I want to finish it. Yeah, no, it's not for quilt. I'm not, never, nope. Not going to happen. After QuiltCon, y'all know all the scandals with QuiltCon, right? Did you get the quilt that won? I was not impressed. Hey, Melanie, thanks for coming back, girl. I wanted to fall asleep, but I can't. I can't. Yeah, because no. I was talking to my sister, actually, and I almost ripped it. Almost with the seam ripper. Okay. Thank you, Don. See, I don't know how to turn that subscriber only mode. My daughter's the tech. I'm telling you, she's the techie. Yeah, because there was just one floating around, but we got rid of him. There you go. Giovanna recognizes excellence. It's my baby girl. So yeah, but I'm happy. I'm very happy. I think it's going to be a nice quilt. Now, when I do the baby one, because see, in this case, if you notice, let me show you on this side, it looks better. The lines are in quadrants. See, right there? This is one quadrant, and that's the other quadrant, and they meet in the middle. There were moments that they didn't meet, and that's why I was trying to hide those stitches. But in the baby quilt, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do straight line, diagonal, just diagonal. I'm going to start in the middle and then work my way outwards. That way it won't scrunch up. This one didn't scrunch up as much as other quilts that I've made. There are some scrunches, because I'm not going to say they're not, but it wasn't as hard as when I do other quilts, because in other quilts that I've made, you don't see it after it's washed, but it bothers me. But again, this one is not going to be that bad because there weren't that many. I got the scrunches up in the middle more than anywhere else. But another thing I was thinking, this would be a perfect quilt to make as quilt as you go. This would be perfect because you can cut it up in quadrants. So I'm in love with this pattern. I just am. There's so many possibilities with it. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Ooh, you didn't hear about the scandals, Doris? Girl, a lot of people are not happy with how the winning quilts. There was a lot of quilts that were disqualified, that didn't make it in, that were freaking amazing. And the quilt that won, again, I don't like modern quilts. I just don't. So, thank you, Elsa. So, yeah, the winning quilt was, compared to the other quilts that I saw, I would love to know what they based the criteria on for that quilt. There was a pixelated quilt that was just freaking amazing. There were others there were so many circle curves and stuff, but still a lot of work. I saw a lot of beautiful work, a lot quilt work, piece work in other quilts with variations and colors that were amazing. And then that quilt was I don't know. I don't know. There's a quilt that was not even permitted to enter that was just freaking out of this world. M.A. Couture, go watch her. She'll show you all the quilts that didn't make it in. It's just M.A. Couture. She's freaking awesome. I love her. What was that again, Melanie? Yeah. Individual judges. There you go. Yeah, the shadow. If you guys understand my daughter's reference. Oh, God. Yeah, no, it's just the quilt that won. There was some quilts that won overall. No, that one in a specific character in a category that should have been best in show because it was freaking awesome. There were other quilts that were machine quilted, others hand quilted. There were a couple that were machine quilted that were very beautiful. And the quilting was amazing. It was just freaking out of this world. But I mean, there were quilts there. Again, I don't like modern quilts too much. There are a couple I would look at. Would I ever make one? But there were quilts in there that were freaking intense. Okay? The piecing, the borders, the colors, the patterns, amazing. There was one, oh my God, she shows it as a thumbnail. M.A. Couture, she shows the thumbnail, and you see this amazing quilt. I don't know if it was pieced or appliqued, but the colors, the pattern of the curves that was in it, the quilting to really make it stand out, didn't make it into the show. It's like, okay, what are you looking for? Doesn't make sense to me. I know we all have them, and I understand that, but it's like if you have a criteria, like if you're gonna have a best in show, it's like when you look at a dog show, you see all these different types of breeds, but there's a specific criteria to become best in show, and it's a lot of different elements, and that I can get, that I understand. But when you have a quilt that is two colors, just two colors, and just some implements. I didn't see any extraordinary quilting on it. Very simple, very nondescript. Let's put it that way. It just no. How is that going to be best in show? But there were a lot of people complaining about it. What's going on? Oh, M.A. Couture. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I like her when she goes to quilt shows. Again, I've never gone to one. I've gone to a lot of other kind of things, but never went to a quilt show. I like it because she goes to specific booths and she'll show you and she gives you the detail. You see the detail of the quilting and stuff like that. She's pretty cool. But watch it. That one where she showed all the quilts that didn't make it in, just no. No, just no. The one that my daughter liked the most was the face. That, and it's only two colors. Well, variations of black and gray with white. But wow, the detail on that. Oh, God. There was another one that was just two-toned, but it was pieced. It was beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Again, I would love to know the criteria. That's all. I would love to know the criteria of how they select a quilt. What is the criteria? And then I can understand it. Hold on. I'm lost here. Okay, we're talking about guns. What's going on? Wait a minute. No, it wasn't a gun. It was school stuff. Wasn't it school stuff? I think it was school stuff. The face. See, Elsa knows which one. The face was, oh my God. It was just so intense. You looked at, and you really think you're looking at a person's face. And when you moved around it, it would like was watching you. It was so cool. I liked that one a lot. A lot. Again, I'm not a judge. I know what I liked. But I know I watched a lot of different people that were there. A lot of different people that were at the show. If you're doing a modern quilt show, it it should look modern, really modern, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not a judge in that aspect. I know I have an opinion and it's a big one. But yeah, but it was interesting. Yeah, you got to watch her, Giovanna. She's pretty cool. She's actually pretty cool. I like watching her. Cuz she has her quilts are very interesting. Again, it's like all of us are so different in how we choose our colors and patterns and stuff like that. Okay, see, Ruthie, you know more than me. I just, yeah, it's like when I watch the dog show and I watch every single because I love watching that show. I don't know why, but when I watch the dog thingy, and I see all the different dogs when they finally pick the best in show, when you're watching the different categories and how they judge each category, you're able to see, okay, the basics that every dog has to have. And I would think that would be the basics in quilting: stitch, stitch length, color choice, uh, difficulty of a pattern, difficulty of piecing, backing choice, binding, because I know that some quilt shows has to be all hand bound or half bound, and it can't, yeah, different things like that. I understand that. That's fine. But I would imagine that color choice and theme are going to be big. And I would imagine piecing, because it is a quilt, would be a big category. So the one that was chosen against others that I saw don't look as difficult to make as the other ones. The other ones had really, there were some in there that had really intricate piecing. Like the face one, you have to have a really good concept of structure to be able to create that face in there from a picture. You have to. So I don't know. I don't know. I just, I'm glad I didn't spend the money to go because that was an expensive quilt show. Yep, exactly, Katie. Exactly, Katie. Katie knows the one I'm talking about. Yeah, no, it didn't make sense to me. It was a nice quilt. Don't get me wrong. But compared to others that I saw, nope. Yeah, you have to. Well, those people that go to quilt shows, yeah, they have to be an artist. They have to have that kind of an eye. Me, I quilt because I enjoy the process. I enjoy sitting here in the machine and just mindlessly sewing. That makes me happy. But those people that have to literally, they sit down and you see them making drawings and oh God, it is an artistry, Delsa. That's why my daughter wants to make a pattern. She doesn't know how to quilt, but she wants to make a pattern. But she is learning about how patterns come about, and it's helping her out a lot. And she has a couple of good, really cool ideas. Hi, Judy. Judy, you're here in Georgia. Where in Georgia, girl? I'm up in Northwest Georgia. I've been next to Chattanooga. Where are you? Tell me. Come on, Judy. Anyways, yeah, you have to have an eye. You have to have a concept of math. Regardless of what you think, you have to have a concept of math. Especially, yeah, no, you wouldn't throw a quilt like that on the bed. It's like I look at a quilt like that. That's why I don't like artisty quilts. They're very beautiful. They're very pretty. They're gorgeous to look at. But I look at a quilt as, is it huggable? Is it warmable? Is it the kind of one I want to snuggable? Is it a snuggable quilt? If it's not snuggable, I'll look at it from afar. Oh, Judy, you're near Atlanta. I'm up a little bit further. I'm near Dalton. So yeah, I need a snuggable quilt. Yes, you want a quilt to be used, to be loved. And it's like I always look at all these, I hate saying it, but they're there. The snobs that, you have to have a perfect quilt. No, you have to have a quilt that you love. You have to have a quilt that makes sense to you. Doesn't have to make sense to me. It has to make sense to the creator, because the creator knows why they're creating it. I don't know why you're creating it. I don't know what history there is behind it. It's like my scrap quilts, I love them. And that's why I want to use the alien one, because why? Because that was a friend that sent me that little piece of fabric, and I'm going to put it in a quilt. And every time I look at it, I'm going to remember Rothe! Because that's what happens. That's why I love quilting. It's memories. I know each quilt that I've made and who has it. I know each table runner that I've made and who has it. Every single placemat I've made, every single Christmas tree I've made, everything I've made with a purpose for somebody, and I love it that they love it. Hey, Stephanie. So, that's why I love quilting, because I love the memories that I have with it. Like my chandelier quilt, I made it specifically for my Brookie. Brookie is in Alaska. She's my daughter's friend. And Brookie, when I was making it, I said, no, I got to make this with wool because she lives in Alaska. So I made it for her, but I made it for her. That quilt was for her. It wasn't sold. It was a gift. So I made it for her, and it came out so pretty. It's such an elegant quilt if you use the right fabrics. So I used this batik that was like green with rust colors in it, and it was gorgeous. It came out so nice. Brookie has it. Brookie, if you're watching, I love you. I miss you, girl. But Brookie's up there because Brookie's going to take me to Alaska with her. Because I want to go to Alaska, and I'm going with Brookie because Brookie's taking me, because Brookie adopted me as mama. So, yeah, I'm going with Brookie to Alaska. Yes, Elsa, it is therapy. It brings me joy. There you go, Fabric World. Oh, yeah, that's the one Ruthie talks about. Yeah, joy. There is joy in creating something and looking at it and just saying, I made that. I made that. And the person that's going to have it is going to love on it. That's what makes me happy. Oh my God, Melanie, that's so freakishly cool. Oh, I like that idea. See, that right there. Everybody read what Melanie just wrote. That's the whole thing. You quilt with joy. Every time she looks at any different part of that quilt, she'll have a memory. There'll be a memory there. Oh, I remember when I made this. Oh, I remember when I made that. That's why my postage stamp quilt that's over there, that's got to be sandwiched. That one is like that. That one's made of scraps. A lot of my own scraps that person sent me. I still can't remember her name. And that was before I came on here. It was an interchange program on Facebook. And she sent me all those scraps, those little postage 1.5-inch squares. So a lot of her memories are in that quilt. So every time I look at it, I go, okay, so that's her memory. This is my memory. It's up next mine. That's what makes, for me, that's what I love. And this purple one, this is my Mount Everest. So every time I look at a picture, because I have pictures of everything I've ever made, I'll be able to say, yeah, I remember when I made that. I remember what I was doing. I remember how I'm talking and showing the girls. I'll remember all of that. Oh God, Melanie, I'm here for you, girl. I'm here for you. I want to show you guys something I bought, oh God, 2 years ago, and I've used it once, and I'm going to try it again. Does anybody have this when you're doing free motion quilting? Do y'all know what this is? Let's see if somebody knows what this is. I used it when I made my son's quilt to do the free motion. You put this on top of the quilt. Oh, yeah, that is so sweet. Andrea, yeah, I got back on another way. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I have my cutie frame. I do have my cutie frame, and I forgot I had this, and this helps. So what you do is you put your fabric down. This is when you're doing free motion quilting and you want to do squiggles. So you put it, and it's got these grippies on the bottom. Yep, fabric gripper. Exactly, Jody. You're smart. It took me years to understand it. And I found it again because I had put it away because I only used it twice. And I used it twice on my son's quilt. But it is cool because in my case, it gives you a place to put your hands so you don't feel, But yeah, I'm going to try it again. Oh, God, that is so cool, Katie. You people have intensely interesting experiences and stories. I love reading them all. I think that's why I come on here, because it's like, oh my God, I wish I could just sit down with each one of you and just pick your brains. It is cool, Giovanna. It's pretty cool. It wasn't that expensive. This is made, I don't even know who made this. It even has a coffee stain on that. Look, everything has coffee stains in this room. But it's pretty good. I used it twice. It was a quilt as you go, but I did it by rows. So as I was quilting, I put the row vertically on my machine, and it helped me to do the squiggles. But again, I had squiggles that were good and not so good. So yeah, but it's pretty cool. And I found it. I said, ooh, I got to bring that back. So yeah, I have it there because I'm probably going to be using it to finish. Not this one, the other one, or maybe my coffee quilt, because I want to finish this one so I can do my other one. Don't worry, Melanie girl. You know we got your back. Hey, I'm just glad you came by, and I'm glad everybody found me again, because it's ridiculous. I cannot do anything on my laptop. I just can't. I just can't. I'm going to have to find another way. It's going to have to stay on the phone for the rest of my life, because no other way of doing it. Every time I try. The laptop has issues. And scrappy trip around the world. Got to see that one. Oh, this, Andrea, this is, oh, they just put it down there. You put it when you're doing free motion quilting. I look so pretty. When you're doing free motion quilting, you put this face down on the fabric, and it holds the fabric while you maneuver the fabric. You maneuver the fabric. I would never use this on a big quilt, because, but I did use it on a quilt as you go, and I really liked it. On the quilt as you go, I liked it. My machine, I have a Pfaff. It's my baby. My Quilt Expression 720. I love this thing. I love my machine. My machine is freaking awesome. It's amazing. I love it. I will not change it. I have my Singer. I took it out because I have to oil her. That's my go-to machine. That's when this one is taking a break, because God, I use this machine a lot. I use my 4423 Singer, my heavy duty. It's great for piecing. That machine is awesome for piecing. This, I got it on Amazon, girl. I get everything on Amazon. Look. Oh, it frames my face. No, this way. It frames my face so beautifully. See, like this, I look like an alien. Let me stop talking about aliens, because then I'm going to lose you guys again. Stitch Regulator Elite. Forgot the name. Product for Gracie. Hold on. Do I have it here? Hold on. I did buy the Stitch Regulator, girl. Look, when I got my Gracie, which I'm still paying for, by the way, I got the Stitch Regulator, and I got the laser. I got the both. I got the clamps for the sides. Because that's what I do. When I get something, I have to get everything for it. I don't want to have to think about it. I get everything for it. So it was on credit, and I'm still paying it. I'm almost done. I got the whole thing. I tried it again with the Stitch Regulator. But it's like I keep saying, having the lines helps me. And now with this, I'll be able to try my Gracie again. Because now I have this. I forgot I had this. I'll be able to put it on, put my machine on the frame, hold down the fabric with this, and do the free motion following the lines, because I'm going to use this. I will do the pounce, put this on top, follow the line with the machine on the frame. I shouldn't have any issues. I will keep you guys. Well, you guys are going to see me, because when I do that, I am going to do it live, because you're going to see me if I make a mistake. And if I start spewing bad words, you can all laugh. Yeah, I have the laser. I got the laser. It was in the bundle, and it was only a $20 difference. So I said, hell yeah, put it in there. So I've got the laser. I haven't used it, but I got Yeah, it would look so cute. Okay, stop it. Oh, 15 Pro, your mid-arm. Yeah, if I tried to get a mid-arm, I have to put it on the roof. Nothing else fits in this room. It's gotten to the point where I trip over everything. That's the perfect description, Joyce. I love it. It's the steering wheel for free motion quilting. Yes. Oh my God, that's the best description ever. Because that's exactly what you do. How can I use this? Okay. The way my cutie works, literally, you got your handles on the cutie and you move your cutie. The handles, you're moving the fabric. Putting this, I wouldn't have to use the handles because the handles get me nervous. I don't know why. So I'm going to try putting everything on the frame with this. We'll see. We'll see how it works. I don't know. Again, I have to experiment. See, Eva, you understand. Well, you say yet. I just don't have room for that. And I wouldn't know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to do. Yes, I will, Melanie. I definitely will. It's an experiment that I'm going to do. I am trying to lose that fear because like what happened with this quilt, it's on my domestic. I had everything ready. Everything was prepared. But even then, even using this, some stitches are close together. Some are far apart. I noticed yesterday that I tend to push the fabric. I have to stop pushing and I have to let the machine take it because this machine, when I have the IDF on and I put a stitch in there, literally all I have to do is just touch it on the sides and it'll go through. But bad habits die hard. Oh, you're remodeling. Nice, girl. Nice. No, I just don't have the room. This is my room, but I have so much stuff that I trip over everything. That's how bad it gets in here. That's it. Forget it. Yeah. But yeah. So we'll see how that one works out. I'm hoping to see. I'm planning on doing that this summer. I'm going to put my cutie back up. I like that about the cutie. It's easy to take apart and put up again and take apart and put up. That's fantastic. My daughter did all the work on it. She's the one that puts everything together in this house. And she put it together and it's in perfect working condition. The stitch regulator, I have the stitch regulator box literally stuck to the faff. It's there. So all I have to do is just put it on the machine and go for it because the stitch regulator, with the stitch regulator, you don't have to touch the pedal. You have the control here in your hand and you regulate the stitch just like that. It's just me. I'm just no good with anything like that right now. Your living room, girl. Take care, Melanie. Judy, I envy you. You have 3 rooms. I can't complain. I was sewing in my room. I did the majority of my quilting in my room. There would be times that the quilt would be half on the bed and half on the table. But, my daughter said, no, Mom, do this. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with what I've got. I'm very happy with this room. And I like it because I have a window that I can look out of and see the bunny. Because we have a bunny outside in the yard. So I watch the bunny. Anyways, let's see what time it is. Okay. I have been on for about an hour and a half. So I think I'm going to be going now because, with the incident, I'm going to try, see if my daughter can splice both episodes together. So anybody who's watching the replay can watch it there. Be good, Steph. Take care. I'm going to be going too. I'm going to work on that quilt today. And thank you for coming. Don't forget the birthday bash on Sunday. I will not be working the cameras. My daughter will, so there shouldn't be any problems. Oh, man. Oh, Judy, that is amazing. So I'll be seeing all you guys. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for not letting me stay out there in the window by myself. Thank you, Patty. Come on Sunday. We're going to sing happy birthday to you. I love you all. God bless you all. Be good. Thank you, Joycey. Bye, everybody. How do I turn this off now? Ho, ho, ho. Yes. Bye.